Hello, astrology lovers and my followers. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, I'm Sat Sangat. It's with Sat Sangat Astrology. And I am here today to present to you my introductory course to astrology. So have you been browsing online for meanings of the different signs and symbols of astrology and the aspects and all that information, and you seem not to make much of a sense of all the information because you have pieces from here and from there, and you have a hard time putting everything together. So here is your opportunity to put all the elements together and make sense of the astrology, and to be able to read your own chart and also read the charts of your friends and your family members. So here I have a course for you that will include all the basic elements in 12 lessons, right? But 24 classes, because each of the classes are between 2 and 3 hours, sometimes more than 3 hours, depending on the subject. So you will learn a lot of information, but the most important thing is what what you can do to make sense of all of it, and synthesize, and being able to make sense of the reading and putting those elements together and make sense of your chart, and come up with conclusions and the interpretation that makes sense, that gives you an insight into your life or the life of others, right? If you are, even if you are an employer, you can find out about your employees, if they are skilled enough to do the job, if they have the responsibility and other traits of their personality in order to fulfill their functions. So if you, for example, are looking for a partner, you will be able to understand how you interact with another person, and what are your needs, and how the other person can complement those needs and make a good match for you. So learning how to synthesize and how to apply all the elements of astrology into the reading is crucial to really make sense of astrology. So why not signing up for my introductory course? And today I'm here with the syllabus in order to explain what you are going to learn in this course. So first of all, the first lesson is about the learning what the signs are, their glyphs or symbols to identify things, and the glyphs for the planets and other important points, the zodiac, the division of the zodiac wheel, the Cardinal Cross, the qualities, the elements, the gender of the signs. So you also learn the rulerships for every sign. And you have, in the first class, you already have an introduction to the planets by starting to learn about the sun and the moon. So first class is about all the basic elements. Then lesson 2 is about the planets, and you learn from Mercury to Saturn, and then you have also in another class, in the lesson 2, you have the outer planets and asteroids. So my course also includes some of the most important asteroids. And this is something that not all astrologers will teach you in the introductory course. So you will learn about the traditional rulers of some signs and the modern ruler. I also use outer planets that have been recently discovered. So you learn about how to synthesize the meaning of the planets, and you learn about the houses. And the point of view that I use is the human development and evolution in order to explain the houses of the zodiac. But I also explain them in the physical aspects of them. And you also learn the cycles and phases of the planets. This is something that is very important to have a foundation in order to later understand how the aspects work. So lesson 3 is about the signs, and lesson is divided in two. Lesson 3 and lesson 4 include Aries to Virgo, the signs, the 6 first signs that are below the horizon in the natural zodiac, and then from Libra to Pisces and above the horizon. And then at this point, you already have the chance to practice to read charts, your own or whatever chart you choose to work on. For every lesson that encompasses 2 classes per month, you will have 1 hour one-on-one interaction with me where you can ask you questions. I can correct your homework and clarify anything, any doubt that you may have about what you have learned. So you have plenty of time with me of interaction, so you can clarify everything and understand how to adjust and how to better read and apply all the concepts to your reading. Lesson 5 will start with the houses. And as I said, I explain how the houses follow the human development and evolution. I explain how they represent the areas of life. And the first part includes houses from 1 through 6. And of course, the practice, right? And then the following lesson is about the houses 7 through 12, and their meaning, their interpretation, and how to apply the knowledge to the charts with the examples. Lesson 7 is about aspects, and you will learn the Ptolemaic aspects, which are the square, conjunction, and opposition. And you learn the difference between the waxing square and the waning square. And then you practice with charts and examples. Then in lesson 8, you have the Ptolemaic aspects as well, but this time the soft aspects, which are the sextile, the trine, and you practice with charts, and I give you an introduction to the configurations, which are figures that you can find in the chart. Then I teach the following lesson. 9 is about certain specific configurations, which are the grand trine, the small trine, the grand square, and the T-square, and the rectangle, or what is called the mystic rectangle. So, and you practice with charts as well for every subject. Lesson 10, it's about the nodes of the moon. And this is something that is not included in regular introductory courses. So this is very special to my course. And it's very important because it is related to the karma astrology. And karma astrology is the study of the influence of past lives into the present life. So the nodes of the moon carry this karmic charge within them, and they have a special, let's say, a special study, special focus in astrology, because they function differently from the planets. I know that in Vedic astrology, for example, they call them planets, but they are geometrical points in space. It's not something that has a physical, tangible form or shape. It's just a point in space. But they are very, very important. And with them, you learn the meanings of the nodes from Aries to Virgo. The next lesson, you learn the meaning from Libra, from the nodes of the moon, from Libra to Pisces, with examples and practice and on your birth chart. Then the last lesson is about eclipses, and I explain solar eclipses and lunar eclipses, and these are related to the nodes of the moon, because there's no eclipse if the sun and the moon are at a certain distance from the nodes. The eclipse doesn't happen. When you have an eclipse that is total, when you have an eclipse that's annular, or partial eclipse, or penumbral eclipse. So all those concepts you learn, and their meaning, right? Their interpretation. So another thing that you learn is something that is very important and is often overlooked, and is the eclipses when they happen on the north node of the moon, or when they happen on the south node of the moon. And there's a very crucial, very important difference between those two. So, and finally, you learn how to synthesize the whole thing together, and make meaning of all of the elements by practicing, right? So you choose your chart of someone, either your own or someone that you know very well, the life that you know very well. And it could be a famous person if you don't have a family member that you would like to read. But usually people choose someone who they know very well, they have lived with, sister, brother, mother, father, daughter, and they apply those concepts to reading that familiar person, right? So I look forward to having you in my virtual classroom, and I hope you you sign up very soon. The first class is by donation, so you can test the waters and see if you have the affinity with my teaching, and if that is you resonate with the way, the style that I teach. So you can have that by donation, of course, at your discretion. And after that, you can decide either to buy the whole course, or to buy individual classes as you go and as you progress. So go and visit in my website, my blog, satsanga.astrology.blogspot.com. There at the top of the page, you find a tab that says how I work and what I offer. And there you find all the information about my services, readings, also my course, the complete course, how what I offer, and the pricing. So I look forward to having you in my virtual classroom, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.